Hi my lovely dears, welcome to my new Italian tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to see some rules for pronunciation. So how to pronounce correctly the letter C, the letter G and some groups of letters. Because this is what creates most problems in pronunciation for people that are learning Italian. So let's start with the letter C. The letter C in Italian is called C and has two sounds, a softer sound, ch, and a harder sound, k, so as a K. Now, the softer sound has to be used when after the letter C there is the vowel E or the vowel I. So for example, in cesto, so the basket, the letter C is pronounced C because there is the E after it. Now, the harder sound has to be used when after the letter C there are the vowels A, O, or U, or the letter H. So for example, in Casa, house, the letter C is pronounced K because there is the A after it. Or for example, in Chiesa, so the church, after the letter C there is the letter H, so it's pronounced K. So it's a little the reverse of what happens in English. So the church, you have C and H, so you pronounce ch. In Italian you pronounce K, chiesa. Okay. Now, sometimes inside the word, so not at the beginning because you never had double letters at the beginning, but inside the words it can happen that you have double C. The rules is always the same. So, if after the double C you have the E or the I, then you pronounce chi. So for example, the face, faccia. You have double C, but after the double C you have the I, so you pronounce chi. Or if after the double C there is A, U, or O, or H, then is K. So for example, in Secchio, the bucket, you have double C and H, so is K, the sound is K. So the rule doesn't change either if the C is single, either if the C is double. So that's about the letter C. How about the letter G? In Italian is called also G and has two sounds as happens with the letter C. So it has a softer sound G, G, and a harder sound G. Now the rule is the same as with the letter C. So if after the letter G there is E or I, then the sound is a soft one, G. As for example in Giorno, day. So you have G and I, so it's G. Now if after the letter G there is O, A, U or H, then it's the harder sound, G. As for example in Gatto, the cat. Because after the letter G there is the A, so it's gatto. Also in this case, sometimes we can have the double G inside the words, and the rule is always the same. So with E and I is the soft sound, with A, O, and U or H, then is the hard sound. So for example, in Faggio, Faggio is a kind of tree, you have the double G and I, so you have the soft sound. Even though, yeah, you don't find easily double G and H, no, that doesn't happen. So that's about the letter G. So for the letter C and the letter G, the rules are the same. Soft sound with E, if after them you have E and I. Hard sound, if after them you have A, O, U, or H. And the rule doesn't change if they are double. Now, let's say now some group of consonants that have particular sounds. Now, the first group is the one formed by G, L, and E. This is pronounced Y. So you have to do a sort of smile, you have to go a little backward, Y. And so, for example, in Maglia, a shirt, Maglia is spelled M-A-G-L-I-A, and is pronounced Maglia. Yeah. Now, another group that can also be found is G plus N. It is pronounced Gnocchi. As for example in the gnocchi, so the kind of pasta. The oval-shaped round kind of pasta goes usually in the oven. So it's again, gnocchi. Or also the sewage, Fogna. Now, the last group that I will talk about today, and is also important to know, is the one formed by S and C. Now, also these S are softer sound, sh, and a harder sound, sk. And the rules are more or less the same as we have seen with chi and g. The group follows the same rule. So they have the soft sound, so sh, if after them, if after the group there is the vowel E or I. So for example in Scienza, science, is spelled C-S-I-E-N-Z-A. So it's she, because there is the I after it. Now, the hard sound, so in sk, is found, it has to be used if after the group there is the A, O, U, or H. So, for example, in scuola, school, you have S, C, U. So it's sk, scuola. So, as I've said, the group formed by S and C also follows the same rule as the letter C and the letter G. So, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you enjoyed, as always, please give a thumb up and please subscribe to my channel for more tutorials if you like them. And so, thanks for watching and see you next tutorial. Ciao ciao!